Welcome back to landing page optimization course. What did we learn about yesterday? Research, high level overview of landing page research, right? High level overview of landing page research. All right. Why do we do landing page research? What? Is that what we're doing? Is that yesterday? It's often what the corporation that you're working with or business typically has their weakest link. It's typically the company that you're potentially working for's weakest link. Gives us real, helps us actually continuously learn, gives us real quantitative, qualitative data on user motivations, questions, objections. Is this really what we did yesterday? What else? It gets rid of like the gut feeling, gives you actual data. I don't know. I think that's what it was. Yeah, high level overview, overall approach. Why do we do LPO research? Increases the chance of success. That's the big one. Of successfully implementing improvements. Helps identify actual problems and solutions rather than making random changes. Okay. Gives relay insight on motivation questions and friction points. Relying on actual user insights rather than gut feeling allows us to learn from experimentation. Companies typically least competent in this realm. Did we also talk about emotional friction? Potentially, like the sketchy feeling, or like feeling like you're getting tricked, like ads and landing pages that are not congruent, have different prices, anything that feels like shady, sketchy, manipulative pricing, or like hidden fees and stuff. Speaking to the wrong awareness level, vague messaging, asking for too much information too soon, confusing copy, failing to answer critical questions. All right, I'm gonna jump back in, continue learning, and when I'm done, or when I've learned some more, I'll be back to retrieve it. What up? We just finished another video. We finished up the high-level overview of LPO research. So the two types of research we got: qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative. What are they? Well, quantitative is more data-driven, big picture. What? Like what? To answer the question what, but a big picture. Where? When? How much? Whereas qualitative data, this is more, language, textual-based information, more detailed, like answers the question what, but more detailed answers why. The big question of why. So both of these are needed for good LPO research. However, in this modern landscape, qualitative data seems to be the data that gets less emphasis, we'll say, or less collection, and is typically the weak link. So to say. Okay, so quantitative data or research. Quantitative data that he does is basically GA4, Google Analytics stuff. So like this tracks devices, conversion type, or conversion amount, total page views, demographics, audiences, page flow, potentially some other stuff. So I wrote down a bunch of stuff, but I don't need to know exactly everything GA4 does, because actually we started the next lesson, which is a detailed view of quantitative research. So we'll get a better view of GA4 and what to look for, what to do. Then speed test insights, or page speed insights, which is like page speed, load speed essentially. Then qualitative side, he does a full ad landing page experience walkthrough, clicking on the ad, going through the experience just as like a consumer and seeing what it's like. Talking to customer success managers, account managers, sales, in order to get, because these people have dense amounts of experience and information around what the questions, objections, the customer psychology is like, motivations, etc. What else? Heat maps. So view, click, something like that. Load. So, that's interesting. I'd love to see how to do that page load stuff and get the heat maps. And then review mining. So Google reviews and like testimonials, and not testimonials, but informative. Actually, before review mining, you got he said you can put little like one single question like pop-ups on landing pages, really low intrusive, not taking up the whole page. You can just click out if you don't want to use it. Low intrusion question, this gets good feedback. And then the review mining, which gives you insights into problems, pain points, motivations, gets their own emotional language of the customer, etc. And so you can use the criteria of effective landing page as kind of a framework to look through while you're doing your research. And when you find categorize your findings of the research into the 3 buckets of friction, cognitive friction, or user friction, cognitive friction, emotional friction, interactive friction. So, all right, GA4. So we got device performance, sample size, conversion rates, source medium, campaign performances, engagement metrics, funnel analysis, page path exploration. Okay, page speed insights, core web vitals, core load time, various elements causing performance issues. Okay, qualitative approach or research, walkthrough, interviews, heat maps, click scroll attention, feedback poll. That's the one it's talking about. Review mining and analysis, pain points, motivations, problem solved, benefits, top features, language used. All right, so that's it for today. I will talk to you tomorrow. We keep moving step by step through this course, learning a lot of stuff, a lot of really great information from this course. So that's it for today. Talk to you tomorrow. See you.